All right, let's review. Did you watch the videos? If you did not watch the videos posted before this one, please go back and view those videos. Then make sure that you have lesson 12.1 out in front of you. All right, are you ready? Let's review some of the things that they talked about in those videos. First, a point. A point is an exact position. It can show you exactly where something is on a page, on a line, on a graph. That is the point. A line. A line is straight and it has no end. It continues forever in both directions. It's shown that it continues in both directions using these arrows. These arrows tell you that the line continues in both directions forever. Our next one was a line segment. A line segment is straight and it's a piece of the line. So if I was looking at this line, I might say my line segment runs between those 2 points in the line. So a line segment has 2 endpoints. It has an endpoint on one end and one endpoint on the other. That says, hey, this is just a piece of a longer line. And our final one is a ray. A ray is straight and it's part of any line, but it does continue in one direction. Notice we have one endpoint and one arrow to tell us that it's continuing off into the right direction. All right, name this figure. We can match it up with the pictures above and see that this figure is a line. It continues in both directions. Next, we need to talk about the angles. You should have listened to a song all about right angles, less than right angles, and greater than right angles. A right angle is a special angle that forms a square in the corner. I can line it up and see that there is a square that lines up perfectly right there. Now, a less than right angle. Now, although they call it that on your homework, I would like you to start thinking of a less than right angle as an acute angle. It's not just called a less than right angle. It is called an acute angle. So you're welcome to use this term or write the words less than right angle, whichever one you feel comfortable with. But you will need to be familiar with the term acute. And then there are some angles that are greater or bigger than the right angle. So remember, our right angle over here, 90 degrees, notice how this angle opens up much farther. These types of angles are called obtuse. Okay? So I'd like you to be familiar with these two terms as well. All right, let's do some practice together on this side of the page. Name each figure. Write the words point, line, ray, or line segment. All right, number 1. I see that there are 2 endpoints. Okay, so 1 endpoint, 2 endpoints. So I go back up and I see that that is my line segment that has those 2 points. So I'm going to go ahead and write the word line segment. It's going to barely fit. All right, number 2. On number 2, I see that the points go off in both directions. Which one of my figures has points that go off in both directions? That's right. That is just simply our line. Number 3, this little guy right here. What do I call him? Exactly. He is my point. And then number 4, this is that type of figure that goes off in one direction but has an endpoint on the other. What do we call that? Exactly. That is our ray. All right, here are my 4 types of angles down here. I have an angle that looks like it's a little bigger than a right angle. I have an angle that makes a square, and I have an angle that looks smaller than a right angle. What do we call number 5? Great job. That is either my greater than right angle or it is my obtuse angle. All right, which angle makes the square? Notice there's a square. Exactly. That is my right angle. And then finally, my angle that makes something less than 90 degrees. You can either write that it is a less than 90 degree angle, or you can call it by its official name, which is an acute angle. Alrighty, your job is to do PW 66, which is our lesson 12.1, PW 66. Oops, wasn't supposed to do that. Supposed to circle it. There we go. And I would like you to do this whole page. So go ahead and do the whole page. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8, number 9, number 10, number 11, number 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Also, remember that if at any point you would like me to check your work, just go ahead and upload it to Class Dojo, and I can check it out. All right, get to work.